Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Let's Play. My name is Anna Myrtle, and today we're going to do Chapter 10 of The Crown and the Flame, Book 1. When we last left off in Chapter 9, we had escaped Marco's trap in the city of Aurelia, and we had roused the mercenaries to go take Aurelia back. Back in Stormhold, Bartel killed Margaret, our kindly adoptive mother, and Tristan and Rose's actual mother, and that was horrible and depressing. So now we're going to play the fallout of that. Kenneth gathers her forces to retake Aurelia. Back at Stormhold, tragedy threatens to tear Dominic's adopted family apart. Here we go. Chapter 10, The Battle for Aurelia. Having convinced the mercenary army to join you in taking back the city of Aurelia from Marco, you've returned in secret to the outer gates with those closest to you. Well, any bright ideas for this suicide mission? Yeah, we leave. In spirit, I'm aligned with Severin on this one. But we must find a way to prevail. As things stand, Prince Marco's army will tear us apart. We need a strategy to tip the scales. Luckily for you, I have just the thing. Tell them the good news, Raiden. Raiden gestures at the distant, glimmering towers of Aurelia. Our salvation sparkles before your very eyes. You see, all of that gold on those towers came from deep within the earth. More specifically, from mining tunnels beneath the city, including a secret entrance into the palace gardens. A sneak attack? I like it. We'll cut their throats while they sleep. Hold on. Are we certain we can trust these two? They're the ones who betrayed us in the first place. That is true, but we could have left you in Marco's clutches and escaped on our own. We've risked everything in taking you with us. Marco is our enemy now, too. These two have made their choice. Marco isn't going to trust them after this. I believe they're on our side now. And if you help us, I promise that Aurelia will fully support you. With enough coin to feed and equip my army? All that and more. So, does our plan please you? This plan sounds perfect. Life has a funny sense of irony. I have some experience with sneak attacks through hidden tunnels, but this time, we'll be the ones doing the killing. Gather the men. We'll attack when they least expect it, in the dead of night. That evening, with you and your advisors at the helm, your army files down a dark, narrow tunnel. So, this is where Aurelia's wealth comes from. We mine more than just gold here. In the heart of the mountain, we've mined a most unique ore. It's used to craft our most legendary weapon, the Golden Mountain Fang. Mountain Fangs are real? I heard they can cut through anything. Thought it was all talk. They're as real as you are. Annalise has some in her armory. And the best one is on display in the gardens. The blade is even decorated with gold. You'll have to show it to me after we take back Aurelia. That's a promise. After hours of marching through tunnel, how much farther? Pretty sure I've broken all the bones in my feet on these blasted rocks. Raiden turns to you. Your man is right. The path is treacherous. You should be careful. I'd hate to see you suffer an injury before we even begin the attack. He reaches out a hand. Raiden, I'll take your hand. Even a queen needs a helping hand from time to time. And I'm more than willing to lend you mine, whenever you like. Raiden squeezes your hand. Raiden, Sorry to interrupt your date, but I think I hear something ahead. You turn the corner, and a low growl rumbles from the darkness in front of you. A mass of fur and teeth emerges. It's a bear! Of course, I was beginning to think this was going too well. The bear takes a menacing step forward, swiping the air in front of you with 5 dagger-like claws. You notice a jagged thorn stuck in the bear's paw. It may only be attacking us because it's injured. Yeah, and we'll be injured too if we don't do something. Well, we're gonna save a bear. You approach the bear cautiously, speaking in a calm, quiet voice. I'm not going to hurt you, so don't you dare hurt me, okay? Kenna, I question the wisdom of this choice. A queen should be compassionate, even in the face of great danger. I'm a friend, okay? I'm here to help you. I need to let the bear smell my hand. You hold up your hand, and the bear snuffles at your palm, her teeth bared. That's it. Don't bite me. Please don't bite me. In one quick motion, you grip the thorn and pull it from the bear's paw. The bear rears up, claws glistening as she looms huge above you. Your men sprint forward, swords drawn. Stand down! You reach out and put your hand on the bear's nose, staring deep into her eyes. It's okay. You're okay, right? I wouldn't have believed it. We have a bear! 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 Looks like we got a new friend. The bear nuzzles your hand affectionately. Now, what should we name you, girl? Obviously, we're gonna name her Bernice. I can't wait to introduce you to Prince Marco, Bernice. Sometime later, Raiden stops you beneath a hatch door in the ceiling of a narrow tunnel. This will take us up to the gardens. It's time then. Gabriel stands beside you, his brow furrowed. A queen who fights alongside her men. It made for a nice speech, but now that the battle approaches... You're worried. You needn't be. You trained me for this, remember? Oh, I remember. And you don't get to tell me when to worry. Worrying is what fathers do. Even if I'm not your father by blood, No, you're right. You have every right to worry. So don't leave my side. Never, my queen. Raiden pushes aside a wooden hatch and looks outside. Only 2 guards on duty. We can't let either one escape. They'll sound the alarm. I'll take the one on the right. Then leave the other one to me. You exit the acrid air of the mineshaft and sneak into the garden. The last time we were here together, the feeling was much more satisfying. Are you flirting with me right before a fight? I flirt with you all the time, so yes. Here he comes. You swing your sword at where you expect a weak point in the armor to be, but your strike glances off. Hey! He's not wearing normal armor. It's been reinforced. That's right. I'm one of Marco's royal guards. And now it's time for you all to die. Kenna, the weapon I was telling you about? You can pierce his armor with the ancient golden mountain fang. Look! Looking to your left, you spot an ornate marble statue of a warrior holding a fearsome golden glaive. Here we go. Take the golden mountain fang. You dive toward the statue and wrench the golden mountain fang out of its hands. Sorry, but I've got a feeling I need this more than you do right now. What's that pretty little thing supposed to do against me? You know that armor of yours? It's nothing against a golden mountain fang. Is that so? The soldier charges at you and swings. Your glaive cuts through his sword. Nice. Slicing it cleanly in two. That's impossible. What is that thing? Never mind. I don't need a sword to take care of one little girl. The guard leaps at you. Okay, head time. Your glaive slices cleanly through the soldier's armor as you effortlessly behead him. Wow, nice. His head rolls from his body as he crumples. Not bad. I'm impressed. This golden mountain fang is like nothing I've ever wielded. If the legends are to be believed, it was used in battle by Queen Anaria to save the Five Kingdoms from the Iron Empire once long ago. And it suits you. I've never seen someone wield it so naturally. I have a feeling you'll have further use for it before this night is over. Raiden, look out! Gabriel shoves Raiden out of the way. Just as an arrow flies at him, it hits Gabriel in the thigh. No. A third guard. Raiden sprints over to the soldier and stabs him to death before he can reload his bow. Gabriel! It's merely a leg wound. I'll live, assuming we win the day. We will. I'll see to that. But I won't be by your side. Gabriel, I'll be fine. I can watch my own back, thanks to your training. I can only hope you're right. Come quickly. We haven't much time. With the guards killed, Leon and the mercenaries pour out of the tunnel. Look over there. Apparently, the prince and his favorites are still up, feasting. It's quiet. Most of Marco's soldiers must be sleeping. I'll handle them. It'll be a pleasure making sure the Nevrakis soldiers never wake up. I love him so much. And we'll deal with Marco. Accompanied by a small force, you head toward the throne room. Inside, Marco and his friends are drinking late into the night. A toast, Helene, to my father, who has just added another kingdom to his collection. Not that he asked for it. Drink. Never well on duty. And when are you off duty? Not often these days. Suddenly she draws her sword. Show yourselves. You've got ears like a wild hare. Of course, I've been killing rabbits since I was a boy. You! One of your soldiers rushes past you, charging right at Marco. For the queen! Marco leaps from his chair, drawing his sword and attacking the soldier in a vicious barrage of blows. You dare challenge me? He's so fast! In one swift motion, Marco thrusts his sword through the soldier's throat. Hold off his men. Marco is mine. And there's my bear! My God, what is that thing? Her name is Bernice, and she's been eager to meet you. The bear charges forward. A guard rushes to protect Marco, but Bernice slashes at the guard. Its claws! They cut right through steel plate like it was nothing. We can't defeat this monster. Coward! Face the beast like a man! The soldier gulps and charges at Bernice. Now, that's something you don't see every day. It crushed his skull like an egg. Good girl! Bernice turns to another contingent of guards, killing them one by one. Helene! Guards! Stop them! Without another word, Marco flees in the other direction. Coward! Helene rushes at you, her sword raised. I've already lost one queen. I don't aim to lose another tonight. I want to go after Marco. And I want to trust Leon. But I'm gonna help. I'll help Leon fight Helene. You swing at Helene. It appears I am outnumbered. Leave it to a Navrakis general to complain about odds when their luck turns. You are mistaken. I welcome the challenge. You and Leon attack at once, but Helene blocks both of your attempted strikes. How did you block my Mountain Fang? You think you're the only one with a powerful weapon? I've never seen such skill with a blade. Perhaps you should spend more time training and less time complimenting your adversaries. I love her. Why does she have to be on the bad guy's side? That's just such a good comeback. She kicks Leon in the gut, sending him sprawling back. See if you can parry this. You swing at Helene, but she easily evades. Maybe you should have brought a third ally. 2 doesn't seem to be enough. From the far end of the hall, Marco calls to Helene. My father ordered you to protect me! Disgusted, Helene backs away and runs to guard Marco. I'm going to slice you into ribbons, girl. I was winning tournaments while you were still being swaddled. Marco takes a step toward you, sword raised, but Helene pulls him back. We've no time for this, Highness. They've outmaneuvered us. We must withdraw now. But... Soldiers, hold them off. I must get Prince Marco to safety. You heard her. Protect the prince. The soldiers take battle stances as Helene ushers Prince Marco out the back door. He's getting away! He is, but the battle is still ours to win. As Marco retreats, you attack the men he's left behind. None of you leave alive. As the sun rises. Ha! I've tasted glory this dawn, and it is sweet. Victory is ours. I think we actually would have gotten more bonuses if we followed Marco, but I'm not sure. Citizens of Aurelia, it is my delight to announce that the city has been rid of Prince Marco. A cheer erupts from the crowd. Do not cheer for me. This wouldn't have been possible without the efforts of my new friend, Kenna. And so, with even more pleasure, I have a couple of fun things to announce. I'm prepared to offer a special boon to Kenna, some of our kingdom's finest warriors. Aurelia has 500 warriors who will join your army, Kenna. At her signal, a company of gold-armored soldiers snaps to attention. Because of you, our kingdom has been freed from tyranny. We will not rest until we have returned the favor. I'm honored to have you fighting alongside me. And I'll be supplying you with gold, of course. Lots of gold. You can do better than that. We need weapons. Oh, fine. Since you did save my kingdom, I suppose I can dig a little deeper into my vault and equip your entire army with golden mountain fangs. Even the finest modern blacksmith cannot come close to matching the quality of those old blades. I know. It'll basically turn the entire tide of battle, blah blah blah. I mean, those swords have been gathering dust for the last 300 years. So, they're my gift to you. You're making my decision to spare your life look like a wise one. Oh, I'm just getting started. In fact, I have another announcement. Annalise turns to the assembled crowd. I'll be accompanying Kenna and her army until I get revenge for what Marco has done. Oh, what? It's okay, love. You can thank me later. I'm not sure that we need what you offer on this particular... Do you want my city's considerable wealth on your side? Yes. This is my one and only condition. Well, plus a few ideas about the feast we'll have once we take back Stormhold. But that's it. I love her so much. As Annalise trails off, you feel the orb in your pocket growing warm. Tevin's orb. I must have a new message from him. I want to introduce Tevin and Annalise so they can be the best friends and possibly a really cute alliance marriage. You pull out the orb and spin it. Dearest Kenna, Vidoria's finest and I begin our journey to you. When we next speak, perhaps it may well be in person. I long to once again behold the most beautiful queen in the Five Kingdoms. Humbly, Tevin. Hopefully, Tevin will get to Stormhold just as we arrive for the battle. A few hours later, you meet with your advisors to plan your next move. So, who's ready to spend some gold and chop off some heads? About that, if we're taking the fight to Marco, we'll need one last thing. Something coin can't buy. Youth? Beauty? Grace? How would any of those help? Well, they certainly don't hurt. You could do with a bit more grace, for instance. We need siege weapons. Stormholt's walls are as resilient as a heart oak forest, which means these siege weapons need to be specially designed. Perhaps I can assist your search. There's a city in the desert, the home of the technocrats. The technocrats? Are they people who love technology? Precisely. They'll have the most advanced siege weaponry in the Five Kingdoms. Unfortunately, getting there may prove difficult. The city is guarded by a maze. That doesn't sound so bad. Perhaps I should elaborate. It is an impossible labyrinth with a series of challenges, each more complex and deadly than the last. Oh, okay, now that does sound bad. We must leave at once. Our opportunity to win back Stormhold won't last long, and Marco is hunting for us. Gabriel winces as he tries to stand. You need to heal, Gabriel. Your queen is right. You can stay in Aurelia with me for now while we make preparations. Leave Kenna's side now? I couldn't. Stay here with the rest of the army. They'll need your help training Aurelia's warriors and spending Annalise's gold. I suppose I could oversee that. I'll take a small group with me. We'll be back before you know it. I will join you. And do not worry, Gabriel. I will look after Kenna with all my being. That doesn't make me feel any better. Count me in. No point sticking around here if no one will let me loot anything. I'll stay. Deadly puzzles and me don't mix. I'll go. Will that ease your mind, Gabriel? Somewhat. We'll be fine, I promise. If you're making promises, promise you'll return safe and sound and quickly. You kiss Gabriel's cheek. I promise. See you soon. Days later, you and the rest of the servant staff have gathered for a secret funeral for Margaret. Tristan wraps up his eulogy. I love you, Ma. From now until forever. And I'm so sorry. I didn't know that... I didn't mean to. I should have never. You whispered to Rose beside you. I'm worried about our brother. He blames himself for Margaret's death. He's not strong like you, Dom. The things you've asked him to do, they're no trifles. Not to him. Not to me either. You're different, Dom. You do what's right even when it's hard, because it's right. But Tristan acts in spite of everything inside him, telling him to lay low and stay safe. Knowing him, our mother's life must have seemed like the cost of disobeying those instincts. The funeral ends and you move to speak to Tristan. Tristan, I just want to say, there's nothing you can say to make this better, so don't even try. I'll respect your wishes. Thank you. It means a lot, you listening to me. I can't help you anymore, Dom. Not after this. I've lost my mother. I'm not going to risk Rose, too. Tristan, You're interrupted by the rumble of the castle's gate opening. Prince Marco, he's back. The servants scramble to hide all signs of the funeral. You rush inside. Wait, Dom, where are you going? I have to find out if Kenna's okay. Even now, after what happened? You're never going to stop, are you? Your mother made a sacrifice for us, Tristan, because she loves us. I'd do the same for Kenna. A moment later, you're spying on Marco, Helene, and Bartel from outside the throne room. She beat you, my lord? She didn't beat me. She surprised me, no thanks to my useless soldiers. I won't rest until I have her skull for a drinking bowl. Patience, sire. Now more than ever, it's clear that Kenna plans to attack us here at Stormholt. Soon she will come to us, and then we'll prove victorious in battle. I loathe being patient. It's a game for the weak. Believe me, sometimes the wait makes the killing all the sweeter. Besides, wouldn't it be fun to kill her at her own castle? I admit, killing her on her family's ancestral land does have a certain poetry to it. Even better, I have news worthy of writing your father. What is it? Construction on the new weapon is complete. Hells, I've got no way of warning Kenna about this new weapon. Perhaps patience does have its virtues. I'll rather enjoy watching her army be annihilated. This is bad. Kenna's going to march right into an ambush. I'll have to come up with a plan to take that thing down, fast. And that's chapter 10. You've taken back the gilded city of Aurelia from Prince Marco. Annalise has joined your alliance. Her resources and help will be invaluable in the war effort. Aurelia has pledged 500 troops to your cause. You saved the life of a bear. Your furry friend is bound to be an intimidating force on the battlefield. You unlocked the Golden Mountain Fang for future personal use. Your soldiers have been equipped with their own Golden Mountain Fangs. They will be much more deadly in battle. There's Annalise and there's Bernice. And we have an army score of 304. So that was chapter 10. And in chapter 11, we get to see a new weapon and we get to meet the Technocrats, which is not the best name, but maybe it's a work in progress. So this has been The Crown and the Flame, Book 1. Again, if you want to play along, you need to download the Choices app from Android or Apple Store. The full name is Choices Stories You Make. Because apparently there's a lot of apps with the name Choice in the name. So you want Choices Stories We Make. And this is one of the books inside that app. It's a choose your own adventure game framework. So I will see you in the next video. Once again, my name is Anna Mardal, and thank you so much for coming along with me. I will see you later. Bye-bye.